Hey guys, today we're going to discuss the similarities between the Yudachi and the Yukikaze, the new campaign, the new event boat for the event reward boat, basically. So you see survivability over there, a bit low for the Yudachi. Gun power is 6.8 seconds with 5 127s with 2,150 HE alpha. Torpedoes are very good. There's the Yudachi torp, 76 knots base, 7 kilometers base, 21,367 damage with a high detectability, but who the cares when you have that sort of speed? Maximum speed 35, 570 turning circle with a 3.2 rudder shift, and with the perma camo and the concealment mod, 5.6 detectability, which is already very good, not even adding a commander buff. That's the armor, by the way. So let's head over to the Yukikaze, which is literally the same boat. There is so many slight differences. 2,000 more health. Instead of 6.8, 7.5 reload. Same guns, exactly the same guns. Same fire chance on the guns. Torpedoes, exactly the same. 2,167, 76 knots, 78 kilometer range. Slightly worse turning circle, but same rudder shift, same speed. 6.6. It's the same with the concealment mod added on. You don't have the concealment mod because I'd own the ship. So there we go. That's literally exactly the same boat. If you want a tier 7, a tier 6 Yudachi that can hunt down tier 5s, then first off, I'm disappointed. Second off, I mean, if it's your money you want to spend it, that's up to you, but this is just a blatant, really just blatant and overpowered ship. There's no need for this ship in the game, but there we go. But what's really distracting people, the really biggest problem is the daily boost. Daily boost gives you 100 doubloons, and this is what you should be going for. Every day, don't play the stellar mode, play the normal mode, and get your 100 doubloons per day for a week. And that's what you really should be going for. Stellar mode, no. Doubloons, yes. Daily boost. Here's a stellar mode. Well, I'm telling you, this is just not the mode you're gonna go for. It's fun, but it's not really. It's fun for like 5 minutes, you know, just like Duck of War. Fun for 5 minutes, and after that you just lose all interest. The arms race mode is nice, but you really should be going for those daily boost doubloons. 100 doubloons per day, mate. For a whole week, it adds up. You know, if you really want to be completely free to play, then you could do the whole week, get the 150 whole week, getting the daily boost. And you can say buy yourself 1 container, and there we go. This whole event for you is done. The battleship, by the way, HE is somewhat more effective than AP in broadside targets like that, which is really annoying and really dumb. It's essentially a GK that can't pen anything. You literally shatter 27mm. I think these guns are 380s, because that's the way they perform, and even then they don't perform that well at all. It's like some sort of weird, look at that, 3 shatters of HE and then the 1 pen. It's very upsetting. I don't know what's going on, but as you can see, it's fun for a little bit, and then it gets boring real quick. The only thing you need to worry about in this whole game mode is seizing the health boosts, because that's passive regeneration, basically constant vulnerability. That's all it is, constant vulnerability. If you get 3 of these or 4 of these in the battleship, you're unkillable. The only way you're going to die is if there's Yukikaze land every single torp on you that heat fires all 3 sets. And even then, you can pop that heal for the additional regeneration, and you're healing essentially more than 3 fires worth at a time. So yeah, you're getting a lot. Notice something as well. This all destroyer does not have 105 secondary guns, and it's making you seem that the 105, the German secondaries are strong currently, even though they're still not. We have a commander just for this event that buffs German secondaries. So again, a little bit disappointing. If the fact that we have a commander that buffs German secondaries means that they won't buff to that point where they become too strong for the commander to be overpowered. As you can see, HE is just so effective. On the battleship, there's no switch to AP, unless you get a broadside like this, and like I will switch to AP. I have the healing buff, so only thing I can't out heal is 2 fires. I can heal a fire on my own, not a problem, but there we go. Just healing back up again. Not a problem. Just get those healing buffs, guys. That's all you need to do. Fight for healing buffs. That's what this game mode is. Fight for healing buffs and you'll win. So he's giving me broadsides. Look at that, 7 overpens. I kind of missed the Citadel from the turning, but there we go. We're getting there. Okay, there we go. Got him the Citadel there. At this range, even disappointing AP can do well. Secondaries are really effective right now. Oh, there we go. Now they're firing. Giving a bit of an angle, but oh, he streamed right out. There we go. Alright, these Pensacola's are Pensacola's, and this should be 16-inch guns. They can match everything on the Pensacola. Even 15-inch guns will mess up the Pensacola, so I shouldn't have any problem with the AP on these invaders. I'm not going to go too much into the details of the seller event itself. They're all pretty self-explanatory, but no, I bounced AP, even though these are Pensacolas and I've got 16-inch guns. It makes no sense. I have no idea why, but there we go. AP is just so bad on the battleship for some odd reason. Sounds like space event people just forgot to use AP, how AP works. So really just switch to HE unless you get a full flat broadside just like that. Only reason I've got AP on is because he gave me such a flat broadside. But even then I'll probably bounce. Yep, 3 bounces. Yep. 1 pen, 4 bounces. Or is that 6? It looks like 6, my goodness. But yeah, just go for the healing buffs, that's all you really need to go. If you get 3 healing buffs, you're borderline unkillable, almost no matter what your ship in. What ship you're in, 4 healing buffs, you are unkillable, no matter what ship you're in. But yeah, it's just insane. Just get healing buffs. If you're near the healing buffs, you've got the game won. So you just switch to HE. It's reliable, gets the job done, because the AP is so atrocious. I don't know any 16-inch gun in the entire game that's so bad it bounces off a Pensacola hull. So yeah, I just don't understand it. There's no reasoning behind it, there's no logic behind it. I don't see why these are labelled as 16-inch guns that cannot penetrate the hull of a Pensacola. So yeah, I don't understand that. The battleship doesn't have very good AP. The cruiser has good AP, and the destroyer has torpedoes for some reason are not Yukikaze torpedoes, because otherwise they just straight out kill us. But you know, Yukikaze is not totally OP, totally not. Anyway, it seems like I've been moaning quite a bit, so I'm gonna give him some praise though. The old destroyer is quite fun to play. The cruiser is quite fun to play. The rover is but it's a fun game mode for a little bit, don't get me wrong, and it's pretty good for people doing counting. So if you're interested in watching Blaemeister or Spotted Gecko, if these folks do the streams, they're pretty good interactive streams, and I reckon it'd be quite a lot of fun playing with your friends in this mode, because it would just be a nice blast. So recommend that. That's the good for it. It'll be good for a wee laugh. It's not really good for like a competitive scene, or like you're personally trying to grind for something, because to get a win in this game is incredibly hard. At least what I think. Unless you're playing very incredibly passively, then what's the point in playing? You can just sit in the back and wait for the last ship to be there, and then just go, and then you'll be done. As you can see, switching to AP, he's not even giving much of an angle, but it all bounces. Basic game mechanics don't apply in this game mode, so it's a little bit annoying and a little bit upsetting in my opinion. So yeah, as I said, just disappointing, but it's good for one or two games, and after that it just loses all its sweet gimmicks and all that. As well, the what do you call it? The Galaxy Cruiser has space sounding guns, and the All Destroyer does not. Weird, isn't it? So I'm off to get the healing buff. I've already got 2, and you can see how effective that healing buff is. Because nothing can really deliver the Alpha Strike that can actually kill me, besides the Destroyer. That's why I'm running Sonar. The Battleship AP is so underwhelming that even if I give him Broadside, he'll at most do like 7k to me, so that's nothing. Got my 3rd healing buff, so I'm basically unkillable now. Just gonna blab him, even with overpens. Secondaries do some work because they got rid of the 105s for this boat for some odd reason. Completely not, yeah, I'm not gonna go over this again. But yeah, I'm saying this boy's basically unkillable. 51,000 health, 52, 53, he's still shooting me by the way. 54. Oh, he shot me but it bounced. Yeah, there we go. 56, there we go. We're just fine. You know, not a problem. We're just basically unkillable at this point. Well, you hit me there, funny though. Just gonna switch to HE. Not yet, no? Can I keep the AP on? Okay. But yeah, 60k health, full health, 3 healing buffs, not a problem. I'm just gonna sail around and get that buff. I know he's the last ship left. He's relatively, well, he's at like 2/3 health. I think I'm trying to break his guns. I could be wrong. I don't know why I've got AP loaded. Really should switch to HE. But yeah, you're basically unkillable with 3 healing buffs. Just getting the buffs while I can. Improving ability always does help. He's using AP as well. I switched to HE now. And what's that? Oh, this invader over there. He's on very low health. My secondary should get him, but they're probably not. So I end up having to use my guns. Yep.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
So yeah, I don't know. Just don't know what to do really to say about this game mode. Get the healing buffs. They're completely overpowered. There's no way in hell this guy could kill me, even if he gets a full broadside and citadels me with all his guns. Because it's basically impossible with AP. You'll never, if you can't pen an angled Pensacola, you're not going to pen this heavily armored battleship hull. And yeah, just get healing buffs. Healing buffs was good. That's all it's got. That's all it's got to do with it. The reload is nice. The maneuverability is nice. Consumables is nice, but it's all about the reload buff. Also, what I don't get, we have 5 heals, a lot of sonars, but we've only got 2 secondary consumables. Yeah, like really? I don't understand that at all. But yeah, racking up the damage. Killed quite a few invaders, and I think I killed a couple of players. I'm not 100% sure. On the 178,000, it's not very hard to accumulate high damage in this game, but it doesn't really mean anything because you're not really given anything for playing this game. You're only given it for completing certain missions. It's not like a grind like Rust and Rumble where you get tabs no matter what you do, or arena mode where you get more experience gives you more points. It's purely mission based, which is a little bit annoying because no matter, you can play 100 games, and if you win 1 game, that's all. You know, it's not really based on how well you do. It's more as the medals you get. Which I mean they're kind of the same, but they're not really. Like you could have a really good game and then use that at the end, because you don't get that final medal, you lose out on majority of your stuff. He's fighting the Pensacola's, or the invaders in this case, and I'm just sitting here capping because I'd rather not fight him too, because I think he gets a healing buff as well. Just quickly checking what my healing is. It's a little bit ridiculous, but there we go. Just gonna sit here and wait. There's no reason for me to push this, and I'd rather not get into a long slugfest. It's just boring, man. You can't kill each other. Positioning means nothing. There's no reason for it at all. I bet you if I rammed him, he still wouldn't kill me, because I've got the 3 healing buffs. I just out-heal the damage. There he is. Fire the first volley. We're firing HE, so his angling is irrelevant. So all the skill base in this game is just whoever can get the healing buffs first, basically. And just be careful of torpedoes. The rover is incredibly boring but incredibly strong, just like the real Yukikaze. Not doing much for shattering on his gun turrets, but we're getting a little bit of damage. Again, his health is basically unchanged because he has at least 1 of the healing buffs. I'm giving a broadside basically, but it doesn't really mean anything because my health does not change either. As you can see, I'm more than comfortable without healing a full on one single fire. Not a problem. I'd like to stay in the cap if possible, so I'm reversing in, but I don't want to ram with the guy. I don't want to risk losing. So basically I'm just going to keep spamming his HE until he dies. 3 shatters, it's fine, break some secondaries. More shatters, breaking more secondaries. I'm sorry to say, it's a little bit boring. Just when you have these healing buffs, none of you can damage each other. Like, see, in this situation, I should be losing. He's heading right into my relative. I'm giving him, he's bow tanking me, and I'm giving him relative broadside. So, you know, who should win this fight? And the answer is me, because I have the healing buffs. I have the healing buff advantage. That's what means I win this game automatically. And look how boring this is. There's nothing I can do here. There's no outplay here. I just have to constantly hit his armor and hope it don't shatter. Meanwhile, he just has to somehow do more damage than 3 heals combined. Just shattering off his upper deck. Can't even pen his upper deck with 16-inch HE for some odd reason. I just don't understand it at all. Aiming a little bit lower. More shatters. Aiming higher. Misses. I just don't know what I'm doing. It's just a slugfest now, especially in the AP. Maybe I can pen him with AP. He's getting low. The secondaries are doing a little bit of work on him. I think the fires are doing some damage maybe. If he had the same healing buffs as I do though, this would just be a constant slugfest. Oh, he did some damage. Look at that. I got into the orange part of health. We just heal it right back up without even worried about it. There we go. 47, 48. There, we're back into the win. Don't worry about it. It's like you had me there, didn't you? But you didn't. This range overpens are more reliable than HE, but for some reason these guns are just so bad at performing. And the HE setting a fire. Fire doesn't kill them.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
So yeah, just triple heal is just easy mode. You're just almost unkillable and it's just a little bit broken. So this game mode is acquire the healing buffs and you'll win the game. 239,000 damage, 7 kills, 5,030 XP. So yeah, a bit of a boring game actually, just considering the result. But yeah, hope this helps and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.